Hi, my name is Farhan and I'm here to review Wonder Woman. With the DCEU, the reception for their films had usually ranged from mixed to negative, which I can quite understand myself. Personally, I thought Man of Steel was good while being rough around the edges, Batman v Superman was not a very good film, and Suicide Squad was decent. So I don't hate the DCEU myself, but there is definitely room for improvement. While the trailers for Wonder Woman did look very promising, people were still quite skeptical of how the film would actually turn out given DC's track record, with myself being cautiously optimistic. However, after watching the film myself, I was really impressed with the final product. It is essentially a prequel film for the DCEU as it covers Wonder Woman's origins and while being set in World War I. First act of the film is primarily about Wonder Woman's origins, seeing her grow up in Themyscira along with her fellow Amazonians. And then Steve Trevor, after escaping from the German soldiers, crashes his plane near the island, which Diana rescues him, and soldiers in pursuit of him start to get into a fight with the Amazons. Second act of the film is Wonder Woman tagging along with Steve back to London, meeting some of the other characters while playing the Fish Out of Water sort of storyline, and then later get involved in the Western Front in Belgium, fighting German lines along with her allies. Then the third and final fact is coming to a confrontation with Ares. Gal Gadot is great as Wonder Woman, delivering a solid performance. She does have an accent, and while I am very used to how she usually talks in the cartoons, animated films, and games, but I do understand why they gave it to her, given that her character and lore is involved with Greek mythology, so I can roll with it. I really like how her character has heart, hope, and heroism. There's also the Fish Out of Water element to her character, which makes sense since Diana has been raised on Themyscira, and it was her first time seeing the outside world, which led to quite a lot of the comedy in the film. Which I gotta say that the comedy is done really well, nor do I feel they overplay that element of her character for the sake of inserting comedy. The balance feels just right. I also enjoy the optimism and even naivete she has with men, which I know some people will probably think that there's going to be some feminist agenda putting women over men. Overall, she's fairly well characterized and developed. Chris Pine as Steve Trevor also gives a great performance. Being an allied spy in World War I, trying to get information from the Ottoman Empire, which he does successfully, however that leaves him getting chased into Themyscira, thus meeting Diana, and then throughout the film, they form a good friendship and the eventual romance. He's a very likable character, one that you can definitely get behind, having such charisma and usually being a straight man with Diana's naivete. Other supporting characters mentioned are Queen Hippolyta, who is the mother of Diana and thinks that men are full of hate, constantly trying to fight each other and do not deserve to be salvaged, thus being reluctant on Diana going along with Steve. Etta Candy is Steve's loyal, perky, and comical secretary, quickly befriends Wonder Woman. I can see if people may find her annoying, but she doesn't have that much screen time, so it's pretty tolerable. There's also Steve's other three friends, the Scottish sharpshooter, who I believe his name is Charlie, and he notably has PTSD. There's one that wants to be an actor, and the other one is a Red Indian, and their actors also gave solid performance respectively. The main antagonist of this film was Ares, and he was an alright villain. We got some exposition on him, we know his motivation is to want to have constant wars and his perspective on mortals, but he didn't feel all that memorable. Probably because he shows up in the final act of the film for the final fight with Wonder Woman. Also does a nice plot twist with him, but I won't spoil it. Similar case with Dr. Poison, who is associated with the General trying to develop a deadlier form of mustard gas, but she's not very memorable either. The cinematography is great and the film is well directed thanks to Patty Jenkins. The lighting is a typical DCEU lighting, being darker compared to what the MCU movies have. However, the tone does feel lighter compared to Man of Steel and Batman v Superman. I will say that I do like how it is used because all the scenes in Themyscira is more colorful and vibrant, while the outside world has that darker, more grim lighting, which makes sense thematically due to the setting of World War I. The action is great with really nice choreography, seeing Wonder Woman using combat complemented with her weapons and superhuman physique. My only complaint is that there may be a bit too much slow motion with the action for my liking anyway. Overall, this was a really well done film with a nice simple story that's fairly well written, a good likable cast, and great action. Villains are not great, but they're not terrible either. It is by far the best DCEU film so far, and hopefully the DCEU goes more the direction of this film with their future installments. I'd give this film an 8.5 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Tell me your thoughts of Wonder Woman in the comment section below, and please subscribe.